men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, baby, nah, don't wear that. Nah, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with a dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And they think if a man be a man, he's toxic.
So my question was, do you fuck with a real woman?
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked
I'm
is
listening.
because if you fuck with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing this,
I respect that,
this
baby.
nasty ass shit.
Let me answer that. This the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hoes, so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got two parents. Their interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you going to try to figure out which lion going to bite your ass or not? You're going to be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these hoes is on, so we don't know the fucking difference.
Oh, yes, we're back again. Told you we had some heat coming for you guys and you gals who partake in the content. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We have an interesting video here. So in the front of this video, you're going to hear this guy give a great explanation and analysis of the current state of the, I guess you would want to call the proverbial modern woman. On the first leg of that, he basically states how women truly desire a mentally weak man. They don't want a guy who's intellectual, who's pretty much wise and has a great sense of his surroundings, his woman. They don't want you to be aware, because if you're too aware, then you see through a lot of the bullshit that they hide behind. See, women do a great job of covering it up. You see, this is how you have the example, men are dogs, women are cats. Just take a look at how a cat uses the restroom, for lack of better words. They do it in kitty litter and they cover it up to make it seem like they don't do that. I'm sure you guys have talked to women and been in situations and you never been around when they did a number two. Not to take it to that extreme, but you know what I mean. You never heard them fart. But they do this because they're human. But a dog is going to do it wherever. He's not going to hide what he does and what he is, for the most part. So he gives a example of how the women nowadays desire the mentally weak, non-challenging male so they can, do whatever they like. Reject his provision, reject his direction, because she's been conditioned and brought up to not know what that even looks like. This is why you hear a lot of women say they want a partner. I want a partner this, partner that, partner this. But want the man to be 50 to 70% better than her from a financial standpoint, even from physical attribute, size ratio. But still wants equal power. On the other leg of it, he stated that a lot of women get looked over, whether they're good, bad, or the other. And nowadays, you really can't tell who's who. You just seen the councilwoman in New Jersey or whatever state she was in twerking for her campaign. So you have these chameleons that dress the part, they talk the part, but they still display the same behaviors that other women display, that they would deep down or subconsciously feel that they're better than. They'll act like they don't go to these places or do these things, but yet they talk to the guys that do. You see? So it's really not a difference. It's just a means to an end. Women are conditioned to go about getting it's no different than you have a person going to a 9 to 5 and clock in and get a paycheck every 2 weeks versus a person that gets up every day and get paid daily because he grinds daily. He go and gets his money. Same result, same goal, different methods. So you have women that play the prissy game, play that game to get to a certain, objective. You have the women that just go all out. Some would, I guess you call it a shortcut, if you will. So this goes into loyalty and older women not mixing. A lot of the times you're going to see a lot of single older women that had fruitful relationships. Shout out to Minister Jap. He just did a video last night, I want to say, called The Waste of a Chick. I'm trying to cut back on my profanity. Waste of a Woman. And he had a laundry list of women that I would say were wastes of talent. And women ruin themselves every day. This is going back to the previous part of the video where he stated that they want a mentally weak man, not so smart man, because he's not going to be aware and he's not going to have the direction. Ultimately, what women want now are just companions. They want life. They don't really want to build and have any discipline toward a goal. They want you to already have it for the most part, and they just come in and vacation and eat and fuck and fuck to death until we die. Maybe have some children. But they don't really want to discipline and evolve and get better in other areas. Accomplishments, skills, knowledge. So if you're dating older women or you're a man and you're dating older women, you have to ask yourself, if a woman who claims something that you would like, because most men, loyalty is number 2. Beauty is number 1, loyalty is number 2. In a lot of cases, you would say 60-40, loyalty number 1. Some men would just want a loyal woman no matter what packaging she comes in. So you have women who claim to be loyal and has this as one of their features, yet they met you at the ripe age of 36, 34, 32, 38, 40. When you're asked, well, if you're a loyal woman, how did you leave the previous guys? Well, that was, they was doing this. And now they're going to give you the most extreme scenario that they did, the man, that justified them disconnecting. But that's not going to tell you, so this is how you flip that. You say, well, what did you do for that to happen? Or prior to this happening, what were you doing? Or what were you two doing? What kind of productivity, what productive behaviors were you displaying that would cause it to crash out in such a severe way? Which tells me if that you don't have a timeline of productivity, it was just something to do. It was a fun. It was something fun and entertaining for you at the moment. So women start to try to put on this loyal jacket in their early, mid, late 30s, 40s. But baby, if you had this loyalty trait, you would not be meeting me here today. If you're loyal. Or are you just loyal to a certain benefit? And once that benefit exhausts, then so does the relationship, which this is in most cases. So this is not news, but this is me breaking it down so you guys can really get a firm understanding. Loyalty in older women, that doesn't mix. So you must go into these scenarios knowing so, but you have to pick the best and see what you can do with the potential. Yeah, you just getting a chick you want to smash and do, okay, cool. Keep it at that level. A lot of guys make the mistake of, if this is just going to be this, you try to incorporate, all right, we're going to lay up and pillow talk and brunch, going out of town, all this type of shit. No. If it's going to be, if you know this is just for this is the only trait you recognize that you can enjoy, and more likely The same with her and you. Do not try to graduate it to something that it is not built for. Leave it on that level. But this is just simple math. 1 + 1 is 2. If you're a loyal woman, how did you get here? Because by the time a woman gets, let's say, mid late 30s, she's had, let's say, 4 to 6 serious relationships. 4 to 6. You have to ask yourself, out of 4 to 6 relationships, how many did you leave? They want to say all of them, or they know that they left every single one of them, but they're going to make it at least 2 or 3 was mutual. No breakup is ever mutual. No. No breakup, no split, no divorce is ever mutual. But they would try to mask their disloyalty in ambiguity, confusion, where we just couldn't see eye to eye, so we both just, no. You checked out because you saw what you were missing out. The FOMO is real. You don't have accountability to where the good ones, or let's say the ones that are truly good, they rather them speak out because they're smart, they will sit back more quiet. This is why my preference would be a more quiet, laid back, chill type chick. You see, so because they're the smart ones. They know what's going on. This is why you don't really see the women calling out the hoes or differentiating themselves from the hoes verbally. They pretty much ride off into the sunset quietly in a lot of cases, because trying to concern themselves with a failing situation is going to take away their years to be blessed by a king, to build a family with the king. They know that's a dead end situation. This is why you don't really see them talking out. You have a lot of us being sacrificial lambs when it comes to freedom of speech, such as Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, talking to a sheeple, getting attacked by his own people that are still asleep, when in reality these men are speaking up for them. But we don't know. We have an optimistic view, so we're going to continue to fight. You don't really have women fighting for the traditional mindset to be brought back into the feminine world. That's a wrap. Sexual liberation has destroyed all hopes of you getting a quote unquote traditional woman. That is a wrap. But we're optimistic. This is why we continue to fight. No matter how we're ostracized, blackballed, doxxed, etc., we're going to continue to speak up, because that's what men do. We can't just sit by and let a problem or an issue kill, riddle, cripple a community without speaking up about it. So loyalty and older women, again, that doesn't mix. You have a lot of things at play that you have to take into consideration. If you're an older man and you're dating older women, again, you have to get better in every aspect of your life. As you get older, it has to be super intentional, so your dating pool and your dating selection can expand. You can get into, you go to the dealership. I'm going to get a Kia. I can afford. No, we don't know. Yeah, how much? That Z06? Yeah, I want the Z06. How much is it? 98K? Oh, no, 126? Okay, cool. We're going to get what we want, not what we can get. We're going to get what we want. So that comes with a lot of work, a lot of discipline, a lot of studying, a lot of development, a lot of work. But the guy at the front of this video explained it beautifully, what type of women you're dealing with and why a lot of men are just opting to go overseas. Shout out Passport Bros and all of those guys. Just to say fuck it and just build business and travel and deal with this woman, that woman, this woman, that woman. The pump and dump community, you got that going. That's going to increase. So a lot of women have, again, your silence can be your violence. You know, if you have a certain situation that, again, he used a great example. How can you tell the difference when they look alike, talk alike, dress alike in some cases? You can't tell the difference. But you guys let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's the Date Master.